some things that will not help transpiring out in Berea this afternoon. Amari Cooper, questionable to line up in that game as he did not practice today. He was injured in practice yesterday. David Bell also not practicing. But the belief is that both of them will potentially be able to play. Cooper officially listed as questionable. Pharaoh Brown, Chase Winovich back on the field. That is good news. This is not great news. Joe Mixon, who missed last week's game due to a concussion, not listed on the injury report, putting him on track to play for the Bengals against the Browns on Sunday. That one according to Adam Schefter. Let's welcome in Jeff Lloyd, Locked On Browns podcast. Jeff, Mixon has missed some time. Samaje Perine has done very well in his absence, so now you probably have a 1-2 punch. If Cooper's injury, and Kevin Stefanski was very evasive when asked about it today, if he's unable to go, that obviously won't help.
No, for Amari, this has been the first basically, glitch we've had. Everything's gone really, really smoothly with him. His first season here in Cleveland. Hips are always tricky, especially, when it's, tied to a wide receiver. Obviously, with, his cutting ability, his route running, all of these things will come into question. He did say he thinks he'll be able to go. But if you look at, the way things have trended for the Browns with guys who don't practice on Friday, most of the time that leads to guys not playing on Sunday. For the Browns, it'd be a brutal loss. David Bell. And even with David Bell, I think he can go, but we're talking about a thumb here. It's kind of an important thing here for a wide receiver to have used with both his hands. You do get David Njoku back. And the thing with this, though, is, with the Browns going against the Bengals, the one thing that has been extremely consistent, and everybody wants to talk about the 4 games in a row Joe Burrow has lost to the Browns, is the Browns continuously run the ball in all of these games. They run the ball well. They get up with a lead, and then it kind of puts Joe Burrow in a tough spot. And then, Myles Garrett gets bigger opportunity to kind of eat here and just, go in. I think it's seven sacks in his last 5 games against the Bengals. He's always been a factor. So, for Deshaun Watson, you want to see the beginning of the relationship with David Njoku. Donovan Peoples-Jones, hopefully, another stride here as he's working with a new quarterback after a great start with Jacoby Brissett. But Amari Cooper, if he's unable to go Sunday, that's certainly going to aid the Cincinnati Bengals, who don't have the best cornerbacks as it is, and they are missing their best cornerback. But you take Amari out, certainly lightens the load, so to speak, for the Bengals defense.